What do you think the most underrated Pokemon of this generation is? Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another competitive analysis. This time we are talking about Screamtail, one of, if not the most underrated Pokemon in this generation. Screamtail is a Fairy and Psychic type, which is a very good typing. We obviously know that from things like Gardevoir and Gardevoir. This typing is actually pretty solid, and this thing's move pool is no slouch either. But first, let's talk about those stats. You have 115 base HP with a Wish Passer, which is phenomenal. If you don't know, Wish passes HP based on your actual HP stat. We only have 65 in our offenses, so kind of lackluster there. You can actually get set up on pretty easily, and that's kind of the downside of Screamtail. And then we have really solid bulk, 99 defense, 115 spadef, and 111 speed. This Pokemon is insanely tough to break. A lot of people underestimate this in prep and simply cannot break it. And it actually has a pretty elite speed tier of 111, outspeeding a lot of things and a lot of bulk. Other bulky Pokemon, this thing can outspeed with zero investment, and it also forces a lot of other Pokemon to run that speed investment in order to outspeed it. It's a very good speed tier in that sense. As for moves this thing gets, obviously Wish, that is the main draw to this Pokemon. It is very good and very solid Wish Passer. This is nothing to laugh at. Very good. You have Encore to prevent things from setting up in your face, which is going to be necessary a lot of times because you're not going to be able to break certain Pokemon subs with a little bit of defensive investment on their end. You also have Dazzling Gleam and Psychic for your stabs on the special side. Unfortunately, you do not get Moonblast, which is one of the big downsides of Screamtail. On the physical side of things, this thing gets Psychic Fangs and Play Rough. It gets the best stabs you could ask for on the physical side. And then you have Stealth Rock. This is actually a rocker. A lot of people don't know that. It's a very good rocker. It always gets rocks up. There is almost nothing in the game that can OHKO this not set up, by the way. And then we have Perish Song, just for some cool Perish Trap sets. As for other status moves, it gets Amnesia and Bulk Up and Calm Mind, so you can set up on pretty much every side except your speed. As far as I'm aware, it does not get Agility. And then we have Thunder Wave to spread statuses and be annoying. The last four moves I'm going to talk about here, because you could literally talk about Screamtail's moves all day. We're going to talk about Reflect and Light Screen, which are very good. This thing always can get one of these up, and you can kind of play it into your opponent's team and kind of force a Reflect up, force a Light Screen up, and help something else set up. You have Trick Room. This is a very good Trick Room setter. While it's not a good abuser, it is so bulky, it's going to get that Trick Room up. It also has Flamethrower to hit the steals, and if you're a Demon setup set, you can be Stored Power. For Screamtail, there's only 4 sets that I want to talk about, which is a little lackluster for the moves that it has, but there's just so much you could do with this Pokemon, but a lot of it contains Wish Protect, Wish Protect, Wish Protect, so I don't want to bore you guys with that. So the first set that we're going to talk about is going to be the standard Wish Protect set, Wish Protect, Encore, and Dazzling Gleam. You can change Encore out for Baton Pass if you wish, and you can get that Baton Pass into whatever you're getting the Wish off into. If you do that, go ahead and run like minimum speed. That way you can always get that Wish off into whatever you're trying to go into. The second set is going to be very similar. It's going to be a Stealth Rocker where simply leftovers, Stealth Rock, Wish, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. You don't necessarily need to run Protect based on your how bulky you are. Depending on what you're going up against, you can throw a Wish up and you can just get that next turn, like pretty simply. And it basically guarantees rocks up because of how fat this Pokemon is. The next set is going to be a Lagging Tail Dual Screen Baton Pass set. We are Dazzling Gleam in our last slot. You can put whatever you want there. Let your creativity go wild. If you want rocks there, if you want Flamethrower there, you want Psychic Fangs, I don't know. You can put a lot of different things there, but basically the whole idea with this, you get both of your screen ups and then you throw off a lower priority Baton Pass, assuming you can. This is kind of a throwaway mon in certain matchups, but I have seen something similar sweep an entire team. You could also go Light Clay on this if you don't care about the slow Baton Pass, which maybe you don't. And then the last set is Amnesia, Bulk Up, Stored Power, and Wish. This Pokemon is going to be very difficult to break, and if your opponent doesn't have a Dark type, I'm very curious how this Pokemon does not win a lot of matchups. Amnesia plus Bulk Up, you're going to be so fat, they have to crit through you, they have to flinch through you, they have to set up in your face with you, and if you just set up and they can't get set up alongside you, you're just too fat to kill. You have Wish, so you have Reliable Recovery. Those are the 4 main sets I have for you guys. Again, it has so many different options. You could run like Life Orb 3 attack Wish if you wanted to, which I don't recommend with this Pokemon. It's not very strong. You could run different Trick Room sets. You could run Trick Room Baton Pass. There's a lot of different options for what this Pokemon can do, but these are probably the 4 main sets that I would recommend to somebody. Let me know what you guys think of Screamtail down below. Is it better than what you thought? I sure hope so. And let me know what you think the most underrated Pokemon in this generation is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for now guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.